After transforming into the legendary Super Saiyan 3, Goku is finally able to cause some damage against the evil King Goma. Even Majin Buu joins in on the action, after being fed a large chocolate chip cookie, which briefly increases his power and inspired him to mimic Goku's Super Saiyan 3 appearance. But while it was fun to see these two fighters working together, Buu taps out after his sugar rush comes crashing to an end, which allows Goma to knock out Goku even while he's in his Super Saiyan 3 form. Luckily for Goku, as Goma is about to begin charging his finishing attack, Neva uses his magic to grant Goku more power. So it's about damn time that Neva did something that was actually useful. But that power boost led to one of the biggest spoilers of the entire series, so if you're a fan of the Dragon Ball franchise and you haven't checked out this show just yet, you should definitely turn this video off now. Do yourself the favor and start watching Dragon Ball Daima, because there are plenty of cool things that do happen in this series. No, it's not as action-packed as Dragon Ball Z or even Dragon Ball Super, but it does act as a nice love letter to the overarching franchise, which is why I had a stupid fucking smile on my face for the entirety of the episode's runtime. Because, and this is your final spoiler warning here, as much as I do love the design for the Super Saiyan 4 transformation, I never thought that I would ever get to see it become canonized. So knowing that Akira Toriyama got to work on this story himself just really filled me up with so many different emotions. And I never thought that a Dragon Ball series would ever make me feel that way again. But watching this episode reminded me of what it was like to be a little kid watching Dragon Ball Z on Toonami. Now, I'm not exactly sure how the transformation is supposed to fit within the larger continuity of the franchise, but I don't exactly care about that right now. I'm just glad that the episode turned out to be as good as it did, and that the show has proven to be a legitimately good one. Because I had a fun time watching Goku beating the shit out of Goma, even if it was just for a little while. But while all of the action is taking place, Glorio receives a call from Dr. Arinsu where she asks him to bring the Dragon Balls to her. Apparently, Arinsu had Glorio take lessons on the Namekian language long before the series even started, so her plan is to summon the demon variation of Purunga while all of the fighters are distracted. But Glorio now seems to be conflicted about working with Arinsu, probably because he's grown to respect Goku and his friends after spending the past few weeks with them. So even though Arinsu commands Glorio to wish for her to become the Supreme Demon King, I'm not so sure if he's actually gonna go through with it. Which is why the wish that Glorio makes doesn't have any subtitles. Because we're meant to believe that Glorio is going to betray Goku and the gang, when he's actually going to betray Dr. Arinsu herself. Now, I don't know what wish he ultimately made if this is in fact the case, but I'm sure it'll make for an interesting episode regardless, especially since there's only 2 episodes left in the entire series. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the penultimate episode of Dragon Ball Daima, which should be available to watch now. But I appreciate anyone who took the time to hear my full thoughts on this episode, so as always, thanks for watching.